Hello and good morning everyone. Welcome to a weekly video update. Here the euro dollar pulled back from our 36.70. If you watched the video on Thursday, I mentioned this 36.70 as a key pivotal level, which if it holds would tell us that this will probably continue up to target that weekly resistance line up at 38.20. The hourly has set up a channel here. We do have a channel support line going up, so the line itself is located around that 37.15 area. As long as that continues to hold, then the channel will remain in play. 36.70 though is still the key area to watch in determining whether the bias will have changed. It is at resistance right now. 37.60 is right against that 4-hour trend line. So if you happen to be long, if you have a position on this, you want to watch to see if it'll clear that 37.60 area. I remain bullish on this pair for obvious reasons that I just explained. 37, if it does eventually break and clear that this swing high up here, 38.20 is the next level to watch on the weekly for a breach, a close above that falling trend line. On cable, we have also a channel in play on the hourly time frame. Channel support line is at 65.80s, and just below that is the trend line at 65.60, 65.65. It has, each time it's tried to move down, typical of a channel, of course, it's bounced right back quite strongly. So the overall bias, the bullish bias, remains intact for me as well. Right down into that 65.50 zone would be an area that I would be interested in taking longs, new longs. But of course, as it holds above that level, the channel lines will give us clues per breakouts. Of course, you want to see sustained hold either above the resistance line or the support line to confirm a breach. On the Australian dollar now, that 90.20s resistance mentioned in Thursday's video held right there. It moved down, but quite significantly is the fact that it did not take out the 89.30s swing low, 89.35 swing low, and it is looking quite strong here. Now this resistance zone between 89.80 and 90.20 is quite important. So excuse me. So it's coming up against that trend line now on the hourly. You need to see a strong daily close above this line for starters, and for an eventual breach of 90.20 to suggest that we're headed higher on the daily towards well, at least let's keep it to the smaller time frames for now. After 90.20 we have resistance at 90.40, 45 and 90.60. The New Zealand dollar has been able to hold well above that previous swing low at 82.40 as well, after trying to breach the channel resistance line and falling back. It held quite firmly there above that 82.50 area. So, but again, we need to see, we have a key resistance level at 83.15 that it needs to break for and move back up into the daily range resistance at 83.90 to 8400. Just some resistance below that level. That 4-hour channel line is at 83.60 as well, so bear that in mind. And the USD Canadian did not retrace much at all after the breakout. Now I can see that it has gone, it has pulled back a little bit and is now trading just above the original channel resistance line, which is projecting support now at 1080. But that's, let's see, 1085, 1080. If it breaks that, then we might in fact see some retracement, see a deeper retracement to hit one of these fib levels. 1020 is where the 618 level is. 1053 is the 50%. But it could also consolidate again above. As long as 1080 holds, then I would not rule out another breakout to continue higher. Our hourly triangle on the dollar Swissy USD CHF held up pretty well. We had that attempt to move out of the range. It fell back and double tested it before another pullback to retest the actual resistance line and then move back down. It still not out of woods. It does need to completely clear this 88.50 zone. And below 88.50 we have additional support right at that 4-hour channel line, which is at 88.25. Again, I remain bearish on this in spite of the support. And if we did see a deeper retracement, if it does eventually retrace higher, then the 4-hour channel resistance, ideally at 89.60, would be where I would be interested in watching for new shorts. So that covers it. Thanks for watching as usual, guys, and trade safely.